I've gone 2-0 Milan. I'm very confident about this. Very, very bullish about this. Interestingly, the majority have gone with a draw. Clueless. Completely clueless. You look at the two teams. Milan are the much better team. For Inter, I guess a draw. I'll take a draw. Then we're going to shift to City Spurs immediately after Milan versus Juventus. Or we're going to be rotating between both. But yeah, Manchester City versus Spurs is obviously 2-0 Milan. Look at this Juventus team. It's freaking stinks, man. You know, it's terrible. Disastrous team. Oh, football is back, man. Non-stop. Both Chelsea and Lazio above Madrid. You're the only one who's always on about performances. That's a good point. We'll rearrange the list as the day goes.
Good evening, spoiler.
Good evening, Trake says ET is starting to look restless. Be sure to close all entrances to the outside. ET, you're not going anywhere today. We've waited 2 weeks with no freaking football. We're watching every single freaking second. A lot of fascinating viewers for sure. So, who are Juventus playing up front? It looks like it's a double false 9. Vlahovic is injured. Explain the line of thinking of the spoiler. Do a combined 11 between these two teams. How many Juventus players get in? Be completely honest. How many Juventus players get into this combined 11? Coop miners? Maybe. That's it. That's it. If you want to put Conceição instead of Musa, 2 players, I'm not giving them more than 2. I guess Cambiaso gets in, actually, if you want to put him right back. But he's playing left back today. But if you want to put him right back, obviously Cambiaso gets in. But he's playing left back. But, so left back, him and versus Theo. Pulisic isn't starting today. He was busy doing the Donald Trump celebration midweek. We'll expect to see him in the second half. MC says there will be a presentation for Rodri before the game. For the Ballon d'Or. Oh, MC. I'm a bit gutted he's not gonna have that iconic picture with him in the Manchester City shirt right before he's about to play. Was that your first away win, Sudden? In 9 months? I have a look. Why are you gutted he ruined your Champions League dreams? You're so freaking thick, bro. No, I'm talking about like this picture, you know, like the one where like the one that like all the Ballon d'Or players take when they lift it, like, you know, like this one. Like obviously Rodri doesn't have 4, like this one. Like when they're in the full kit, or like, you know, the Inter Ronaldo as well, like this one here. The one where you present it to the fans. Milan couldn't score a single goal last season against Juventus. But the year before, they done the double. Obviously, Juventus had a lot of success against Milan in the previous decade. But that was to be expected if you consider the difference between both teams. Attention, Juventus. Conceição, first chance for Juventus. Brilliant play by Cambiaso, who is a great player, we'll have to confess. Finds Conceição, he fluffs his line. Rodri is on crutches, says Rossi. Don't slip, fella. Imagine disrespecting someone who's injured, Rossi. I expect nothing less, honestly. MC, ignore this cretin. Obviously, by now you're ignoring him as it is. Your girlfriend that you're never gonna get, that stunt or whatever, respects Thuram. So have respect on him. He gets into a combined 11. Who does Thuram replace from Milan's midfield? He doesn't get in ahead of Reinders. He doesn't get in ahead of Fofana. You could say maybe he gets in ahead of Loftus-Cheek, but then I would put Coop Miners in. Juventus have started a bit better. Did you not say Fofana is pure trash? He's not pure trash. He's meh. Madoleo. And then he messes up the pass and he gives it straight to Yildiz. It seems like it is McKennie playing striker, right? It's a double force 9. Juventus football incoming 0-0. Nah, they're not like Allegri, bro, anymore. I mean, there are terrorists, but not as bad. They drew 4-4 with us. How's it going, Justin? I'm doing well, sir. Which one do you hate the more, Juve? Milan have the much better bench today as well. You know, Chukwueze, who scored midweek, Pulisic, who scored midweek. They can come off the bench. They can make the difference. Don't forget the kid either, Camarda. Crazy Mohad. Thank you for keeping us updated, sir. Mohad, I'm so proud of you, honestly. So proud of you. Don't tell Amori, but like, I'm so proud of you. Zed Mohadinho, ladies and gentlemen, is an individual who was a dirty pifaret. We're talking sniffy one, like the one that will be there playing squad battles every single day. Look at him now. Top 60 in the leaderboard. Keeps us updated on everything that is happening in Spain. Visits the Bernabeu at least twice a year. Why are you laughing at twice a year? He's not from Spain. When I watch this game, I somehow wish both teams can somehow lose. I'm done with squad battles and foot gems. Delayed Sunday. Much love, respect, Mohan. Wait. Oh, never mind. You mean you've actually already finished your squad Bellas games and you're going to play FUT Champs on Sunday? Is that what you mean? Zed Mohan. Said what now? You've said what? I'm there bigging this freaking cretin up. Has Pick apologized for the betrayal, sir? No, he hasn't apologized yet. Ooh. Make sure you guys put the City game as soon as you can second screen, because MCFC has informed us that Rodri is about to receive his Ballon d'Or in front of his fans. I hate Juve more. We all know that you are a very busy man, yeah, and that you sacrificed a lot for us to save gaming and football. You have given many of your prime years to help us, but I was wondering if you are worried about as you age, your sperm quality will be worse by every year. I'm sure you want to spread your amazing genes, and I'm worried you won't get the best out of it if you wait too long. Maybe you should consider freezing down some sperm while you're still at your peak. We all want to see Carter Jr. one day. I appreciate your concern, but you have to understand, like, I won't have the necessary difficulties that maybe some of you guys will experience, even as I age. I am aging like fine wine, as you guys can tell. When I want to focus on that, it will be done, don't worry. It's just that first I have to save football gaming, as you guys know. Then we can worry about that. Yeah, okay. Hilarious. I will show you City Spurs spoiler as soon as I can. 65% are back in Manchester City. They're going for the 4 points. 402 people are going for the 8 points. Manchester City, of course, winless in 4. Not just winless, they've lost the last 4. They're going up against their bogey team. And they still have some players out missing. Fascinating game. Richie says this game finishes 1-1. I disagree, Richie. I'm pretty confident Milan will win this game. They have too many difference makers on the bench. Very cold commentary on the Ghost channel earlier this week. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Yeah, Milan have been one of the toughest teams, obviously, to analyze for, because the last week before the break perfectly sums them up. They went to the Bernabeu when they won. and then they went away Cagliari, and the game finished 3-3. So it's not an easy game. It's not an easy team to analyze for, and they are very much bipolar. You don't know what version is going to come out, and obviously defensively they've had a lot of problems. But Juventus, I don't buy into them, chat. Like I still think this team. Obviously, they haven't lost in Italy yet. But if you go with them, chat, I think they're there for the taking. If you go to the Inter-Juve game, we had basically won that game. Trouble. We had basically won that game. And then we gave it to them. Rodri has just stepped on the pitch. This is an incredible presentation. Rodri has just stepped on the pitch. This is incredible. The Etihad is about to crown its very first ever Ballon d'Or winner. Look at this. This is incredible. And Rodri has no crutches. He's already walking, Rodri. He's already walking, Rodri. Attention. Could this mean Rodri is about to play this season? Oh, this is going to be so cold. Rodri has the Ballon d'Or in his hands, and he lifts it in front of the public. Oh, this is so cold. Oh my days. Not even Real Madrid and Barcelona ever done a presentation like this for Ronaldo and Messi.
He is aging,
wow.
but more
Manchester
so like
City have
meat.
done it again.
Moldy on the outside, and once you trim away the nasty exterior, you are left with a funky interior. His interior is actually more rotten than the outside, though.
How many world-class players would you say Inter have? 4. Bastoni, Çalhanoğlu, Barella. 5 actually. Not 4. Lautaro Martinez. I don't classify DeMarco as world-class. He's just on the cusp of world-class. Hilarious paper. We're about to shift to the Etihad. Everybody's wondering, spoiler, what have you gone for in this fascinating game of football? All the pressures on Manchester City. Arsenal have just won in style. One of the easiest games I've had to analyze, to be completely honest with you guys. The spoiler has gone with Manchester City 3, Spurs 1. All I need to say is Haaland versus Benjamin Davis. I think there'll be goals for both teams. I know Spurs obviously are the bogey team for Manchester City, but it's mostly at Spurs' stadium. Hang on a minute before we shift away from this game. Yildiz. Mado. Chance for Yildiz. Why do they have to put matches like these both at the same time, by the way? It irritates me. Haaland to save my FPL. I need a big haul. All the people that have taken Haaland out of their FPL. This is it. Erlen, I trust you. Haaland scored 5 goals in the international break. That's stuff that you guys don't calculate. Like, how can you take someone out of your FPL team who scored 5 goals in the international break? It doesn't make sense. I think Ange has made a mistake. He put Kulusevski on the right. Kulusevski is Spurs' best player at the moment. You don't play him out of position. That doesn't make sense. Much love, brother. Thank you, sir. Sam, he's not that bad. Sam, he's not that bad. Well, okay, out of position was excessive. He's not a natural right winger, though. You've just made that up. Kulusevski, when he was a kid, he played as a number 10. He's not a natural right winger. He doesn't have the pace to play right wing. Remember, Spurs are under pressure themselves. All the talk about Manchester City. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. If Ange loses today, Ten Hag got sacked for less.
What's good, my slime?
Ten Hag got sacked for less. What's good, my slime? How's it going then? Potential penalty. Never mind. There is Pep, who's extended for an extra 2 years. The attitude coming from Pep seems to be, it's almost like he wants to stay when it becomes challenging. He wanted to leave because it was too easy. It's me, Justin. From I never know anybody called Justin. Chat. So. Chat, that's not funny. Chat, honestly, that's just. These guys, honest to God, man. Spamming copy pastas while we've got 2 matches like these after we've waited 2 weeks with no football, man. Fucking cowards, man. They don't, Theodore. Yeah, okay, Yumbo. Would you have played Archie Gray? I wouldn't have played him in this game because he should have been playing more games anyways, right? Then you don't just chuck him in a game like this. I don't understand why Archie hasn't been playing. I would have dropped Madison today. I would have played Kulusevski. I would have played Johnson White. That's the one that didn't make much sense. I agree, Don. I agree with that.
Till I might caught that fever, trying to stack up more bands than Kirk.
1 year sub now. BTW Castro said in a stream a few months ago he
No,
actually
no,
respects
no,
you,
no,
so
no,
this
no, no, no, no.
imaginary
It's
beef
just,
you still have is one-sided. Grow
listen,
up,
no, no,
little
no.
bro.
Listen, listen, listen. No, no, no, no. No, no, no, no, no. Yellow card. That's a yellow. Yellow already. Yellow in 20 seconds from Basuma. Yellow card already. No, no, no, no. Listen. JD, you got it mixed up. I was willing to play with Castro. I never had any problems. I was willing to. It's not about not playing with Castro. I never had any problems. Fact of the matter is, Nick asked me to come on. I come on. Then he doesn't invite me. Then he stays playing with Castro. It's not about playing with Castro. No. That's super. Then he invites me when Castro leaves. No, no, no. I didn't have a problem. I didn't have no problem playing with Castro. I didn't have no problem playing with Castro. No, no, no, no. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. Chat, you got it, man, son. Hey, and guess what, Yambo? Of course Castro respects me. So, JD, of course Castro respects me. Why wouldn't he? Everything that I told them came to fruition. Go back to what I said about their garbage ass game. 2, 3, 4, 5 years, 6, 7, 8 years ago. Go back to what I told them. Go back to what I told them. Now they're there crying. But I tried to warn them. They never listen. They let me take the hit while looking at the short term, but I was looking at the long term. Of course he respects. Why wouldn't he? Everything that I told him came to fruition. Castro legit doesn't care. You were crying for 3 hours. No, what do you mean crying? I never cried. What are you talking about? I never did. Good start from City, it looks like. The one thing. Mado. Looking for Haaland. Haaland, penalty. I don't know if you guys are getting the same vibe. I'm getting the same vibe as when Manchester City played against Real Madrid here back in 2023. There's a certain vibe and a certain atmosphere in the Etihad where it's almost like the fans know they got to get behind the team, you know? Now more than ever. The question with City has been they haven't beaten the big teams. Let's not forget last season they only beat Manchester United. This season they haven't been able to beat Arsenal, but they did beat Chelsea away in the very first game of the season. It's Spurs and Liverpool back to back after coming off of 4 defeats in a row in all competitions, 2 in a row in the Premier League. I can't believe you guys went with Spurs, I'll be honest with you. I think this is going to be a ruthless performance. Vintage City. Gundogan is playing in the deepest position with Rico Lewis next to him. Foden on the right, who's looking very sharp. Foden, very sharp. Here comes City. It's a 3 against 2. Haaland's completely open. Haaland has to be. Haaland. Go! No, he missed it. It got blocked. It wasn't a miss. Keep an eye on number 47. Looking very, very sharp. There's a lack of chemistry there. Savio needs to realize that Haaland prefers the cutback in that case. And he cut back and
Kind sir, do not worry about this Castro and picked conversation. Despite your lack of hair, gaming skills and knowledge of ball, you are far better at crying than Castro. I await your invite to play on your team in Kings League.
do you think Savio can add to his goal tally 0 in this game? This is how I know that, again, you guys don't watch football. Imagine thinking Savio's been bad for Manchester City. He's been given almost what looks like a free role here, Savio. Gvardiol is pushing very, very high on the left, Foden predominantly on the right. It's almost like Pep is going back to overlapping fullbacks. This is fascinating to watch. Keep an eye on Savio's position. This is mesmerizing. Pep has done it again. He's been cooking something in the international break. And there, we almost seen what I was talking about. Walker on the overlap. It almost seems to me like it's a... It almost seems to me like it's a... You could describe it as a 2-3-3-1 formation, but you basically go. I see. This is the way Pep is trying to deal with the transitions. He's got Bernardo, Gundogan, and Rico Lewis. So he's basically playing with 3 defensive midfielders, 2 centre backs, 2 fullbacks pushing high up. Then he's got Foden and Savio. Savio's playing in a completely new position here. This is the spoiler for Milan Juventus. I've got Milan 2-0. Thoughts on Foden not scoring a single goal in the Prem so far this season, and we are almost 4 months in. What about his performances in the Champions League? You'll conveniently leave that one out though, innit, Don? Yeah, keep disrespecting. Good evening, Grumbo. How's it going, sir? Matu. Yeah, okay, 80, okay. this highlight. Surely all they have to do is, if you watch the Spurs game versus Galatasaray, it was this centre-back partnership between Dragutin and Ben Davies. Osimhen destroyed them. Surely Haaland will do the same, man. Yeah. Okay, ADRD. Okay. ADRD, I give you that VIP badge next to your name. Sure, you're the defending champion, but like honestly, you have a certain standard that you have to hold, ADRD. You can't say nonsense like that. Oh, Savio. Haaland! Vicario saves. This fucking piece of shit. Vicario decides to save against Haaland. But it's that position I was talking about that Savio was playing. It's similar to the one that Julian Alvarez was playing for Manchester City last season. That's a chance. That's a chance. That's a chance. That's a chance. That's a chance. Haaland tried to wrong foot the goalkeeper. Thank you, sir. Shh. If Haaland doesn't deliver today, FPL over. Because then if Salah delivers and then it's over. People have him as captain. Season over for me. Can you say my name? I'm a big fan. Mashlaf napruna produnect. Thank you, sir. Why is there an unemployed baldman in your overlay? Out of respect to Mr. Hug. Hang on a minute. Polo, that's a ball. 1-0 Spurs. Madison. Incredible. Manchester City have conceded again. It's Kulusevski to Madison. It's an outrageous ball by Kulusevski. Outrageous. Nothing any defender can do about it. Where is Walker, though? That's my question in all of this. Where is Walker? Where is Walker? Where is Walker? I criticize Madison starting and Kulusevski playing on the wing and them to have combined 1-0 Spurs. You get the feeling here. This is the end of an era. Gavardio should have done better there, but I'm curious to know where Walker is. Very curious. It's football, you know. Football. City were playing well. Come on. Let's play some football. So much time I put into this game as well. It's very weird. Foden. It's not happening. It's not happening. It's almost like someone's put a curse on this club. Could it be Amorim? Ever since he's been announced, it's like, I don't know. City have been the better team. Haaland has 2 chances. But look at Bernardo, that fucking washed Frodo loser. That's the issue. Bernardo and Gundogan, man. That's the problem. It's like Chelsea it's like City are playing with 9. Vaya hijo de puta, man. Five losses in a row never happened to Sir Alex, by the way. We're calm, we're calm. I would like to know genuinely where was Walker in that, but we'll revisit that. Bernardo Silva, so sad to see. So sad. He's unbelievable, Sam Kulusevski. Do you guys remember the Kulusevski versus Saka debates? I think they're back on the cards. Madre mia. It's incredible how many times they've gone down a goal, City, this season. Outrageous. It's like every game they start a goal down. Son loves playing against Manchester City. He loves scoring against Manchester City, and he's almost just done that. There was something about the City side today. 15 minutes later, this feels like the end of an era. You haven't a clue about football, kid. Find a new hobby. Keeper. Not convincing, Ederson. He didn't touch the ball. Calma. Let's play some football. Calma. I'm just trying to think, because if City lose this game, we're crowning new Premier League champions. But who? How? All the others kind of stink. Uh-oh. Given away again by Gvardiol. Attention. Madison to Son. Son. Back to Madison. Lovely play. 2-0 Spurs. Incredible goal. Spoiler has been mudded. James Madison with 2 goals. Gvardiol with another mistake. Look at this from Gvardiol. The Etihad stunned. The rest of the Premier League are smelling blood. For the first time in a very, very long time, it genuinely feels like Manchester City are not the best team in the country. No, Savio, man. Weren't you saying Madison should have been benched? Yes, yes, I was. Haaland, it's not happening. It's just not happening. Someone scares the club. They've cares my FPL season over.
Hey, let me get a Kurt spam. Let's go. Let me get a Kurt spam in the chat. Let's go, baby. Give me a Kurt spam. Let's go. Vamos, Kurt.
Potentially FPL and who knows ball leaderboard over. Some people could get 8 points. 8. That's a lot of points. Congratulations, Darren. Look at that. Spurs are winning the midfield battle. Look at Gundogan, man. The guy's fucking playing walking football. City got fucking scammed with that one and they didn't even freaking pay for him unless I'm mistaken. But it still feels like a scam. Unbelievable. Gundogan and Bernardo Silva, man. Wow. Two influential men. Look at Gundogan. He can't even intercept jack shit. Corner against Spurs. It was free. It still feels like they got scammed. Honestly, just keep an eye on Gundogan. It's incredible. I'm in disbelief. Like, if his name wasn't Ilkay Gundogan and he didn't achieve everything he's already achieved, you would think that City are are fulfilling like a make-a-wish and letting a fan play with them. He looks completely out of shape, completely unfit. Incredible. Roasted City versus Madrid 2022. Stressing me. Your spoiler should be make a wish. It's all well and good, chat. Keep piling. No problem. Spurs don't deserve to be 2-0 up, but that's football, you know. I don't think my analysis was necessarily wrong. Which is very tough. Nice. Nice. Well, there's nobody on the left, Pep. There's nobody on the left, though, man. Wow. Wow, Madison. Tom6 says, I still feel like a 3-2 City win. Well, there was a time when Manchester City came back against Spurs at the stadium from 2-0 down, but it doesn't seem like it's the same City team. Because here comes Spurs again. It's a 4 against 4. Liverpool fans are claiming that Slot has seen enough. He's changed the channel and is now watching Feyenoord instead. There's no way Liverpool are about to win the Premier League. Astonishing. Hank Schrader, in his first season, would become champion of England and stop Manchester City's dominance. No way, man. Rossi said, I've seen ex-pros on Soccer Aid look better than Bernardo and Gundogan. Here they come again. Solanke, it could have been 3. I'm getting vibes of the only time I've slightly ever felt like this with Manchester City was at the start of the 2021 season. Because there was a City team that hadn't won the Premier League the previous season. And they started when Leicester came here and hit 5 past them. Then Manchester City brought Ruben Diaz. That was very early in the season. They shut up shop defensively, and they went on one of those runs in the second part of the season with an, at the time, incredible inform Ilkay Gundogan. The problem is that that was very early on. We are now heading in December, and Manchester City are about to suffer their 3rd defeat of the Premier League. That is, to put that into perspective, usually City finish with 3 losses in the entire season. Mistake. Send Haaland. Fucking Savio, you little fucking twerp. Oh, do you want to be called Savinio, do you? You fucking have to earn that fucking name, you coward. Savinio wants to freaking put Inyo behind his name, as though he's just gonna hand them out, man. Playing passes like that, man. Vicario, by the way. Against Arsenal, he plays like Karius. Against City, he's out here looking like freaking Neuer. Crazy. What a pathetic beta loser, man, because the pressure is off him today. Pass it, Gundogan, pass it. At least one back before halftime. Manchester City have obviously been losing, but they've lost away from home. At home, I could be wrong when I say this, but they haven't been defeated at home since Brentford, Manchester City, right before the World Cup, when Ivan Toney came here and scored. That would have been, what is it now, 2 years ago. I don't recall Manchester City losing a game. It was the Brentford one. Foul. Foul City. Rossi says Pep might sub Rodri on at halftime. Knee brace and door. Erling Haaland in the Premier League since telling Arteta to stay humble. 5.91 XG, 2 goals, 0 assists. Funny thing is, you literally have to say 2 goals. The standards that he's held is crazy. What would you change if you were in Pep's position? Well, I think what he should have started with, which is De Bruyne instead of Gundogan. You start with that. Foden. No. There's no ideas here. Who's supposed? And now the chat is launching an unprovoked attack on MC. Keep showing who you guys are, man. MC is nothing but respectful to you guys, and but whatever, no problem. I don't think City have played that bad, so I don't think it's alarm bells yet. And if there's ever a team that is super fragile, it is obviously Spurs. So I don't think this game is over, far from it. Switch. I know, Ski. It's so bad. I told you at the time as well. That moron Coles banging on about Gundogan. Freckled bitch. City ball. If we look back at Pep's career, has he depended so much on one player like he does on Rodri? What kind of stupid statements are these, Hamzak? Honestly, like he's just won the fucking Ballon d'Or. We're literally seeing why he's won the Ballon d'Or. It's like imagine, Imagine any Ballon d'Or winner in history and they're not available at the time for the club and they're out for a year the following season. They are no fucking shit. Like, what kind of stupid statements are those? You're so fucking stupid, honestly. Party says, has Liverpool just won the league? Relax yourself, Patrick. Manchester City at home are completely different beasts. Lovely play by City. Savio. Ay, ay, ay, ay, ay. Pep needed Haaland and De Bruyne to win the Champions League without Messi. Yeah, okay. Kind of hilarious. Barre says scared. People make this mistake all the time. The season ends in May. Cold Barre. No, I genuinely think City haven't played bad. Like, people will obviously overanalyze it, but sure, a couple of players especially are borderline finished. But we know that already. Haaland look like he's on 80 ping. That's a good one, Tom. Haha. Mistake by Poro. Savio. That could have been it. Savio pussied out of that one. Savio pussied out of that one. I know a pussy when I see one. I know a pussy when I see one. Little bitch. That's the problem with this generation. He didn't commit. Look at him. He backed off. Look at him. Look at him. He backed off. Look at him. He hesitated there. Fucking bitch. He hesitated. Look at him. In my generation, we grew up having to go for the ball. No matter if you have 1% odds, you go for the ball. Savio was favored to win that ball and he backed off. He was favored to win and he pussied out. That could have changed the game completely. Could have got Vicario sent off penalty City. Instead, he backed off. That's the thing with this generation. The image is more important. Taking a picture after the game and posting it on Instagram is more important than the team winning. Is this the same Guardiola that you keep on talking about? Fucking hell, get him out of every single Ballon d'Or ranking. He's a disgrace to the sport, yeah. Here come the reactionary brigade. Guardiola has one bad game, all of a sudden. He's the worst defender and a waste of money. You get cramps while playing Fortnite. Shut the fuck up, you rat. And there's no correlation. Obviously, the spoiler is not going according to plan. For those wondering what my Milan Juventus spoiler is, it's 2-0 Milan. If the Milan Juve game finishes as a draw, some people will have 17 points, while I have nothing.
Firstly, you never have seen a pussy, so how do you know one? Also, you run away from blood. Stop playing football when someone tickles your leg and get cramps sitting down.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. He backed off. Look at that. Look at that. You see that? He decelerated. He didn't want it. He didn't want it, Savio. Oh, I'll be going ballistic at him at halftime in the dressing room, man. Pep has the biggest everybody sit down, nobody talk moment coming up here because this could be the biggest team talk he's ever done in his career. Look at Bernardo Silva. That Portuguese hobbit, man. Here comes Spurs again. What a disgrace, Bernardo. Every single summer you go and whine and cry that you want to leave Manchester, bro. Fuck off, man. You are so washed. What is going on? What is going on? Hey, hey, hey. How's that even possible? How's that even possible? Look at Haaland. Incredible. Oh, now then. Pass him the ball. This motherfucker hasn't scored a single goal for Manchester City. And when you watch him play, he plays like he scored 20. Already this season. Pass the ball, man. City need one before the break. I cannot stress how important that would be. Haaland. Penalty. Penalty. Chance for Foden. Big chance. Big chance for Foden. And again, another chance wasted by Manchester City. They have created chances this game. They haven't taken one. Spurs have created two. They've taken two. That's football. Thank you for the 41 months pilot. Corner. Corner City. Theodore Cruz says, a Guardiola team losing 5 games in a row sounds like utopia. This is crazy. It's Spurs though, so it's not over yet. Yeah, I agree, Mr. Cruz. I agree.
Just checking in on if goals have sacked you yet?
No. No. Was it a couple of seasons ago? It was, if I'm not mistaken, a couple of seasons ago when Manchester City came back from 2-0 down against Spurs. I have memories of Riyad Mahrez killing Spurs that day. And I suppose that's the $1 million question, isn't it? It shows the level of squad that Manchester City had back then compared to what they have now and how much they depleted. Riyad Mahrez, may I remind you guys, was never considered really an out-and-out starter for Manchester City. He moonwalks into the current City team. And that just shows. No, but he was never. He was never. He's got the biggest team to coming up, man. Like I said, gotta get into the team. He's out of the pitch though, ref. Tag. Crazy. If Liverpool don't end up winning this this league, this could be the biggest joke. I can't believe it. Ziyech done well.
Osimhen gidiyor. Osimhen karşı
Osimhen,
karşıya.
Osimhen.
Osimhen
Give
ortaya
Osimhen.
kale boş. Şut
There's
dışarıya. İnanılmaz bir pozisyon.
There's no.
Hakim Ziyech.
Hey, let me get a Kurt spam. Let's go. Let me get a Kurt spam in the chat. Let's go, baby. Give me a Kurt spam. Let's go. Vamos, Kurt!
One in chat if Theodore Cruz is a dirty loser nonce who needs locked up.
He's in. Oh. Yeah, but I'm. Theodore. Look at this shit, man. Look at this shit, man. Oh. Savio, come on, man. That's a ball. Half time. Sometimes the sport is crazy. Manchester City had the better chances. They couldn't take them. Spurs take theirs. If you look at that bench, there'll be a time you look at the Manchester City bench and you'll start seeing players who will start for any other team. That's definitely not the case anymore. The obvious one that stands out is De Bruyne. But if De Bruyne isn't starting this, when he had 2 weeks training with Pep, he didn't play in the internationals, and he doesn't start this game, then something tells me De Bruyne cannot be at 100%. One of these has to go off. You can't play with both. When you play both, it feels like you're down to 9. Sorry, I'm on the wrong screen. It feels like you're down to 9, but yeah, that bench is I don't know. I'm very concerned. Even the Grealish situation, for those wondering, it's very concerning because Grealish apparently says he's injured, then gets called up with England. So there's definitely problems there. Liverpool fans are singing Arne Slot song. They believe they're going to wrap up the title here. This is how the table will stand.
Stay humble.
5 points. Should Liverpool win the game in hand, they'll go to an 8-point lead. Next game will be Liverpool City
Hello,
at
kind sir.
Anfield.
Ideas on how City needs
Should
to fix
Liverpool
this
win that
round?
one, they can open up an 11-point gap on Manchester City. 11 points. Not even Manchester City can recover from. Here is MCFC. Unlike many other people, even when his team is hit the lowest of the lows, here comes MC. Recurring theme with how easy it is to pass our midfield. Our attack also taking the piss. I don't want to speak on anyone specifically because the entire team has been terrible this half. Need some changes on halftime. I think it's winnable if they turn up. The thing is, MC, I don't think you've been that bad. if we look at the statistics, I'm not a numbers guy either, but if we look at the statistics, I mean, you get me. It's one of those games. Savio's obviously made a lot of poor decisions in this one. What are you thinking, MC? De Bruyne for Gundogan or De Bruyne for Bernardo? I just don't think you can play with both on the same pitch. I do look at Philip, and if you win the PFA Player of the Year, you have a certain responsibility. You have a responsibility to turn up in matches. We've used the preseason excuse. It's not really an excuse. It was valid. We're now in November. You are now 24 years of age. You are now the leader of the team in some capacity. You're one of the leaders at least. He has to turn up. I'm not talking just because he's in my FPL. That may be the biggest reason, but he has to turn up because look at Spurs' defense as well. I mean, we're talking about every single one of these 4 players has been slaughtered this season at some point. Every single one. Crazy. Milan Juventus is still 0-0 as things stand. Guardiola is at fault for both goals, 100%. Really bad game from Guardiola. No doubt about it. MC says KDB is needed. We're still depending on a 33-year-old with a dodgy hamstring to win games. That's what I'm saying, MC. That's why to me the pressure's on Phil Foden. What is the percentage chance you think of Arsenal winning the league? Well, with Manchester City losing, it's obviously increasing. It's going to be such a fascinating season. It really, really is. If my spoilers are correct, as in spoilers before the season, if what I say is true, and 99% as you guys know it is true. Attention, Morata. He's so fucking shit, man. If Liverpool are not all that, and Liverpool will crumble, this could end up being a wide open title race. I'm looking at Manchester United, I'm looking at Chelsea, and these are clubs who may not even rule themselves out. They could be in a title race. Hilarious double. Savio for me, I'll be honest with you guys. I still can't believe he pulled out of that challenge. And nobody's answered my question. Where was Walker MC for the first goal? Because I'll be honest with you, people will blame Stones, but you can't blame Stones. Stones came from the blind side. Let me see if I can find the first goal.
ينجح في السيطرة والاستحواذ يبحث عن التقدم والمرور.
I mean, it's It's a tremendous ball from Kulusevski in it, like crazy. I don't think there's much they can do about that one. The problem is, why is Walker pushing so high, man? Like, it's always like bro, he's 34, he's flying up, man. Like, I don't understand. That's on Pep. Bernardo Gundogan, they're useless. Free kick Milan. Free kick Milan. The only Milan goals I will ever celebrate are the ones against Juventus, man. Gundogan, I mean, I told you guys, like, what's this then? You'll find better players in soccer raid matches. Less worst, I should say. Drake says this Juve Milan game has to be the worst game all season across all leagues in the world. What do you expect, Drake, between two shit teams? We watched Inter score 5 goals in one half. Yeah, the brewing for Gundogan or Bernardo for sure at halftime. And then he can put De Bruyne number 10 and then Savio out wide. Two teams Inter couldn't beat. Yeah, good one, bro. We'll see the standings. Theo Hernandez over the free kick. Gives it to Reinders. Skies it. Absolutely skies it. Niall says, can we recognize that Kulu is the same age as Philip? Kulusevski's only 24. Are you sure about that? Mado. Chat, Sweden in the World Cup, man. Oh my days, chat. Kulusevski, Gaio Keres, and Isaac.
Thoughts, Kurt? Danny Aarons or Gundo on current form? Think carefully before you answer.
Who is better, Gravenberch or Reinders? Reinders is the better player. Gravenberch is having the better season. We can't afford this game to finish as a draw, man. Has Pulisic come on yet? Why is Loftus-Cheek still on, man? Get this fucking guy off. Loftus shit. Honestly. At least he'll run more than freaking Gundogan Keegan. Kai says, Kalma, we all know how the season ends. I'm not a City fan, but only a fool would write them down with 26 games to go. That's a valid point. But you gotta be worried, innit? You have to be. We've never seen a City team like this. 5 in a row. Yeah, I mean. And they've got Liverpool away
MC,
next.
Your team is shit.
That's the thing.
Go spend another 500 million and make it 116. Ainge is slapping Pep up right now.
Show some respect. Show
fraud.
some respect. MC is not about respectful and show some respect. Yildiz just done a croqueta on Emerson. Free kick Juventus, edge of the box. Listen. You guys can keep talking about City spending 500 million. Why do you think Manchester City are in the problems, in the situation they're in, the troubles they have? Manchester City brought in 2 players last window. Two players. Gundogan Savio. Gundogan Savio. West Ham have spent more in the past 5 years. They have a worse net spend than Manchester City in the worst 5 years. Arsenal have doubled the net spend City have. United have doubled the net spend City have. Chelsea have trebled the net spend City have. Liverpool. Nah, Liverpool respect and they're a properly ranked club. If this finishes 0-0, man, it would be so fucking fitting as well. No, it's not, Mando. No, it's not. How can it be good? You should spend 600 million in freaking one window. Attention. Leao. Penalty. Penalty Milan. This should be given. It's not been given. This should be a penalty. There should be a penalty Milan. The battle of the cheaters. I always find it fascinating to see when something like this occurs in the battle between the cheaters. If this was any other team in the league versus either of these two teams, Leao kept the ball on it, didn't go out. Then let's see if this is a penalty or not. I don't think it's a penalty. He gets the ball. I think he gets the ball, no penalty.
57 months. How's goals been coming
I think
along
he gets
way?
no penalty. No penalty.
Let me get a Kurt spam. Let's go. Let me get a Kurt spam in the chat. Let's go,
Much
baby.
love, Ibrahim. It's coming along fantastic. Thank you for the 57 months here. Appreciate it, boss man.
Worried that MCFC won't pay
No
your rent
penalty.
if you don't constantly defend
Back to
City?
Manchester we go. Here comes Pulisic. Pulisic is coming on for Loftus-Cheek. That should be a different game. Ake is coming on for Manchester City. Is it Ake for Gvardiol? Ake is coming for Stones. So that means Stones must have felt something. The second half is about to start. Pep Guardiola just had to do the biggest team talk potentially of his entire managerial career. He had a very poor half in it, Guardiola. Shocking half. At fault for both goals. But you know, it happens to all players. I remember when Paolo Maldini had a horrible game against Udinese in 1992 it was. And it was the same things about how do you bounce back, you know. So we're gonna call it like it is, Chad. The weather doesn't help. It's crazy, man. No, of course, Hoodie. Thank you for the 3 months unorthodox. How's it going, sir? Yeah, but we know it affects the better teams, innit? You're so dumb, Golazo. Wonder what the team talk from Ange would have been. Knowing the way he wants to play football, let's continue doing this and keep the line as high as possible. We've seen Brighton come back from 2 goals down against Spurs not too long ago to win that game 3-2. Ball. Is Barbie doll still in your top 5 center backs? Barbie doll, I'll give you that. That's an elite name. He's not a center back, he's a left back. Barbie doll. Good one. Are you the guy that said Gvardiol would win a Ballon d'Or? Yeah, that's me. Kind said, did you hear Dan LFC got arrested when after they found out an extensive hard drive check his ball knowledge was too good? Yeah, sure. Dan LFC, man. You're gonna find anything football related in his hard drive, I'll tell you that much. Freak of an individual. I never said that. Chat. If you're gonna start quoting me, you better quote me correctly. Otherwise, I start handing out lawsuits. Otherwise, I'll freaking sue you losers for every single thing you're worth. Not that you might have much to offer, but hey. I'll take your FIFA Ultimate Team. Fucking discard your entire club, you cowards. Sagi says City should go all in for Mudryk. I hear that. Listen, Pep has extended his contract for one main reason. They must have promised him some players.
And he knocks on your office door that overlooks the training grounds. And he asks to produce top 3 players to sign. Who do you pick?
Offside, so Lanka is off.
Love, brother.
He's brought it back, this referee. You said, and I remember correctly, that if a defender wins a Ballon d'Or, it will be Gvardiol. Exactly. I didn't say Gvardiol will win. I said if a defender will win it in our time, it's going to be Josko Gvardiol. But let them talk. Much love, Wolf. Thank you, sir. I love the way you phrased that question. Top 3 signings for Manchester United. Realistic signings. Or can I bend the rules a little bit and say slightly realistic? Okay. Fully realistic signings. Alphonso Davies. I will get... Slightly unrealistic. Florian Wirtz, who would suit Amorim's system perfectly. And contrary to popular belief, you don't need a striker. You're good in strikers. Then I'll be looking for a midfielder. And let me tell you who I'll get for your team. Trouble. I'll knock on Arsenal's door And I'll ask for Declan Rice. Trouble, Trina, Porro. It's over. But chat, was another. Will they not bring that back? Or no? Will they not bring that back? They have to bring it back, chat, surely. There was an offside at the start, nah? Look at the screen, celebrate.
Kind sir, I love the Prem graphics on your stream. 4 baldies at the top and 1 in progress
Look,
gapping on the big
look.
screen. May you one day reach peak baldness and peak football knowledge.
Fucking disgrace. Fucking disgrace. Gundogan, man. Gundogan, talk about tarnishing your legacy. This motherfucker should be playing for Al Nassr instead he came back to the Premier League. Everything's over, chat. What is there to say? FPL mudded. Who knows about leaderboard mudded? Last season, or sorry, 2 weeks ago, we played Skyfall after Manchester City lost against Brighton. I'm not sure what song would be appropriate at the moment, but this... It feels like more than this is the end. It feels like... an era has come and gone. They can't touch them. The way the second half started, you'd expect City generally over the past years playing at home at the Etihad, they'll come out like hungry lions. Instead, Spurs came out and started playing the ball and City couldn't even get close to them.
Get a Kurt spam in the chat. Let's go, baby. Give me a Kurt spam. Let's go. Vamos, Kurt.
By the end of next week, Liverpool could have an 11-point lead over City. 11 points. You don't make up 11 points, I'll tell you that right now. Spurs fans are singing "Sacked in the Morning" towards Pep, which is becoming a common theme. It's what Brighton fans were singing 2 weeks ago. And singing also, "Can we play you every week?" In the pouring rain. Two years since Manchester City lost at the Etihad. They're not just losing today. They are getting better. United fans are alluding to the fact that this has never happened to Fergie. Never has he lost 5 in a row. It's the feeling now when teams go up against Manchester City, and I remember this happened in Italy when Juventus won 9 in a row, you know, teams will go and play against Juventus and they'll play with fear against that team. Then all of a sudden, in 1 year, that was completely gone. Teams began going there with belief that they're going to get something. And the aura, the invincibility factor was completely lost. It seems like it's the same thing that's happening to Manchester City here. I don't think teams are going to be fearing going here. Because it's not just this game, chat. In every single game they've played this season, they've gone down. Almost, at least it feels like they've gone down a goal. Then they'll find a way to try and come back. But even in the opening games of the season, let's be completely honest, it was Haaland, right? It was Haaland in incredible form that was scoring every single shot he had. Now that's not happening anymore. And if it's not Haaland scoring, where are the goals coming from? No sign of De Bruyne yet either. Which, it's almost like, yeah, they've surrendered. Just one back they need. That could have been a corner City. To at least, get the fans on board again. A wise man once said, eras come to an end. Mr. Hug. Sammy, thank you for the 55, by the way. That's a lot of months. Can you talk about one aspect, which is tired legs? I think a lot of big teams. Hang on a minute. Haaland, post, crossbar rather. It's not happening for him. It's just not happening. So unlucky. It would have been an outrageous goal from Haaland. He generated incredible power. Yeah, because tired legs, I think a lot of big teams will have performances like the current City one. I blame tired legs and no motivation because there is no room for rest. But we're in November, December now, you know? I don't think that should apply anymore. Sure, everybody else is struggling, or like there's a lot of teams struggling, but 5 in a row. That shows to me that there's something deeper than just tired legs. Hello, sir. Can I just say one thing while we're spoiling? Yeah, because you had 3-0 Spurs. City looking to respond. Unico here. It's time to wake up and smell the coffee. The time for bold, follicle-less managers is over. Pep better pack his bags because Ruben has arrived and is ready to put the red back in Manchester. Mess says City won't qualify for the next Champions League playing like this. I don't think I'll go that far, but I think it's the end of their title defense. Money. They're taking Son off here at the Etihad. They're taking Son off minute 61 at the Etihad because they believe the game is done. Theodore says not losing 5 in a row is not the only thing Fergie never did. He also never won more than 2 Champions League despite 500 attempts. Wow. Mr. Cruz. That Juve Milan game is coming to an end. I can't believe it, man. Fucking Hio da puta. 535 people are about to get 9 points. Fuck, man. Discord DMs, suck my balls, Rossi, you fucking pedophile. Yeah, Barcelona game coming up. I mean, I've analyzed that game well. I mean, we'll see what's going to happen. Unplayable, Madison. Unplayable. They can't get near him, chap. No way. They got another nickname for Foden. They're calling him Phil Frozen. That's crazy. Attention. No, Guardiola. No. Mober, they thought the era of terrorism was coming to an end. Hi from Australia. I haven't watched the game because I've been asleep. But have Manchester City just not turned up or something? Kind of. I mean, they haven't played horrific, believe it or not. It's just they have players that are completely washed in their team. Unfortunately, Gundogan's time is up. Bernardo Silva's time is up. So it just feels like they've been playing with 9 men. Walker's time is up. So that's the issue with Manchester City predominantly. And Pep, I'm very surprised. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of choice from the bench at the moment, but I'm very surprised that he's willing to continue with some of these. You gotta be ruthless. Attention, Spurs are looking for 4. Well, this will be something. Kulusevski, it could have been 4. I agree. But Solanke, this isn't anything new, by the way. He's been doing this in every game he plays. People criticize him when he doesn't score, but he's so much more than a goal scorer. Of course, you know, crazy. That's how it goes. Rico, get the fuck out of here. I've got 3 players in my FPL. Not a single one of them is doing anything. Bombasso from MCFC. Cowardice performance. Some of these players need to find shame because this is embarrassing. Honestly, can't wait for the summer because so many of these players have no business playing for this club. Also, terrible game from some players that I expect to take the game by the scruff of his neck, but I won't speak on them. Yeah, I'm assuming you mean Foden. Yeah. Foden and Haaland primarily. Because obviously Haaland's had chances. Savio pocketed. He's also been banned. Wow. Rossi says City are finished. The next game's coming up for City. That's in January, bro. Relax. This guy's linking January, February stuff. Rossi, learn how to fucking read your Nimwood. We're in December. We're still in November, actually. Stupid twat. Noodle arm. Your team is getting trashed by Tottenham. You must be heartbroken. My team won 5-0 today, idiot. And who are you calling noodle arms? Dummy. That's a ball. Haaland. It's not happening, Cham. The Milan game is about to come to an end. Seconds left to play. Two terrorist teams. And that's about to finish. That's a good result for Inter. I would have preferred the Milan win to some degree. But you know what? A draw is good. A draw is good. Inter win 5-0. Both teams drop points. Goalless draw. Coward teams. Not worried by either. Daniel says terrible game. No flops, no shoutouts, no team of the week. Maybe a shoutout for Thuram. 0-0. Like you did, Dabo. MC says Rodri with an ACL wouldn't be as bad as Gundogan and Bernardo Silva. Not even joking. +9. 04 unfortunately has been left in the dust in his own leaderboard. Oh, are you still playing, are you? Fascinating. We'll see where we are in May. Zero points from these two games is very concerning. De Bruyne is coming on minute 70. Perplexing. If Liverpool win the title and you don't finish top 200 in the leaderboard, will you finally admit that you don't know ball and you are purely agenda driven? Oh, the season is long, man. You guys are so adorable. For some of you, it's your very first ever full football season, isn't it? Corner City. I'm 15, I'm 1. Yeah, I'd be careful with that, by the way. Rossified got banned from Twitch for saying a fake age. So type that at your own risk. I'm not even joking. You never catch fight typing that again for a reason. But that's the thing, De Bruyne can't be fully fit. He can't be. I mean, otherwise he would have started the game, and then at the worst case scenario, he would have came in minute 45, minute 50. It's minute 70. Did you sniff cocaine for 2 weeks straight or what? Not even close to any spoilers after the break. I've I said that 3-1 Chelsea finished 2-1, which is basically identical. Well, basically, it was by Spurs took every single chance they got, and City, unfortunately for them, certain players turned up with a disgraceful performance today, especially this second half. Look at Savio, man. What the hell is that? De Bruyne and Grealish are coming on. For, I guess, Savio and who? Savio and Bernardo, or Gundogan has to be. He's taken Lewis off. Savinho, listen, whatever you want to be called, you don't deserve to be called that today because that was a terrible performance. You want to be called Savinho, you gotta earn that nickname. For me, you're Savio. Lewis was their best player. What game were you watching? He was terrible. I mean, I suppose it's hard to pick a best player from this performance. Oh my days. Bernardo. This is a Spurs team who lost at home to Ipswich, by the way. Don't forget that. 2 weeks ago. Look at this fucking bum. Look at this bum, man. MC. I can't do it. MC. Mass Exodus, man. Mass Exodus. No, but honestly, Jet, like everybody will talk about the Madison performance, but if you really watch football today, Kulusevski was the best player on the pitch by a freaking landslide. %100 Pope. That's a good point. What is Jurgen Klopp thinking? Klopp stopped managing because he couldn't hack managing against City anymore. He gave up. All of a sudden, he stops managing. And the Manchester City collapse. That's crazy. What a ball by De Bruyne. And Gundogan shoots it right at the goalkeeper. Corner City already with De Bruyne, even in his current stage, which is what, let's say 30% fitness. Still picks out a pass like that. Best pass at the game. Gundogan misses, no surprise. One goal, man. One goal. This fucking ref, man. I've clocked most Premier League referees, by the way, and I told you guys this before David Could, before anybody, any of those freaking nerds. Let's not forget, one manager cost Ten Hag his job. One referee cost Ten Hag his job. The referees in England, the reason they are so bad, look at every single one of them. 100% bullied as children. Every single one of them was bullied as a kid. So then when they became referees because they aspire to have some kind of authority. They aspire to have the control that they didn't have when they were young. They love being the center of attention. They love having authority over other people. And it's no coincidence why England are one of the worst countries with referees. They're mostly failed footballers. No, they're not. There's no freaking chance this loser's ever kicked the ball. I promise you that. Is that why you bought a fake red card? Hilarious, bro. Fake. How can it be fucking fake, Nimwit? If City score 1 goal, can you pose for the reverse spoiler? Yeah. I'll pose for your mother tonight, you coward. Haaland, please! This fucking Vicario's a pussy, man. De Bruyne changed the game, by the way. So why is he not starting? Oh, it's erupted. It's erupted. Mealy's erupted. Vicario, I know exactly who you are, by the way. You're a coward who suffers under pressure. Shits the bed against Arsenal, but today, obviously at the Etihad, nobody's expecting anything from him, so he delivers a man of the match performance. Coward. These past 10 minutes, though, attention. Because these past 10 minutes may have shown us that there is still life in Manchester City. Why? Because there is still life left in Kevin De Bruyne. If, and it's a big if they can keep him fully fit for the remainder of the season, it may not be over yet. Xavi wanted a Bernardo, Gundogan and Guido Rodriguez midfield. Oh my days, he did, didn't he? Xavi wanted Gundogan and Bernardo Silva. Oh my days. Barcelona, oh, you got away with one. Look at Walker. The last time, obviously, this happened to Manchester City was in the 14-15 season when they won the title with Pellegrini scoring more than 100 goals. And then the following season, it didn't go well at all. And also that was the transitioning period. That was the team coming towards the end of an era and a new cycle starting. It's very, very similar. Some Premtar said Walker was a better fullback than Roberto Carlos and Cafu. Did they actually say that? Was that Oscar? Corny. Savio. Oh my days. Oh my days. I know exactly. This is how it feels like, isn't it, when you watch Savio? That's true. That's true. That's true. I don't understand. That's actually very true. That's actually very true. It just feels like yet again. His feet are moving quicker than his brain. If there is a positive, like I said, is this De Bruyne cameo. City have to go to Enfield. It's as simple as that next week, chat. And City, they can't play for a point. They gotta go to Enfield and they have to win. They simply have to win. MC City fans, is Ruben Diaz back for the game against Liverpool or not? Today my father asked me to clean his car for him, and so I spent the whole morning doing it. After some time I went back inside and my father asked me how the car was looking. De Bruyne, I just replied. Somebody knew immediately that I was washed. How are you guys saying De Bruyne is Man City's best player today when he's come? Are you guys dumb? Do you not even... But this is not just in England, chat. What are some European teams thinking? Inter, Barcelona, Bayern Munich. There's no way Manchester City are still favourites for the Champions League. That's for damn sure. Are the lineups out? Celta Vigo, Barcelona. They must be, right? I've already analyzed the game, but I just want confirmation. Let's see. Who's starting left back for Barcelona in particular? Gavi starts. Oh, this is about to be a game. Oh, yeah, yeah. Game analyze. Answer logged in. Click. Offside, offside, offside. Gundogan has the audacity to play backheel passes after the game he's just had. Madre mia. Backheel passes, you know. This is crazy. Spurs are bringing on kids and Timo Werner at the Etihad. Did you know ADRD had his yearbook photo leaked? No way. What the fuck have you sent me? Ignore them, ADRD. My worst year in Fantasy Premier League says hid. It's so crazy in it how certain moments and certain players can single-handedly decide everything for you. Erling Haaland has cost me big time. Big time in FPL. And he's cost me big time in the Who Knows Ball leaderboard. Having said that, FPL made a mistake. Pricing Haaland at 50 million was a disgraceful decision. The best thing about it though is like you gotta look at us. You gotta look at it like this. Myself, Pep. Oh, what a ball by De Bruyne. We are down at the moment, but what shows your true character is how you react in these situations.
I like it.
Some give up. Some will stop playing FPL. Some will stop playing Who Knows Ball leaderboard. But then there's people like myself and Pep. We love this even more than when we're winning. We take it as an even bigger challenge. We know what the goal is. The goal is May. We know the season is very, very long. We have tunnel vision for May. We dust ourselves off and we go again. In Pep's case, he'll go again midweek. For me, Celta Vigo, Barcelona in 30 minutes. A lot has been put into this game. I go again. Then I go again tomorrow. Today, ET, cancel all the plans tonight. I know you had plans to go out, but we're locked in and we have to get everything right tomorrow. And I love it, you know. I prefer it that way. I love when the pressure is on. The only tunnel vision you have is the one to see the McDonald's drive-through. Yeah, hilarious. Liverpool fans are going crazy. Arsenal fans are going crazy. Manchester United fans are going crazy. Spurs fans are going crazy. Grealish comes on and gives it straight to Werner. It's 4-0 Johnson. 4-0. Well done, Grealish. Well done. Sickening performance from certain players. Sickening. There's absolutely no excuse for that. No excuse. Poor De Bruyne. He thinks he's playing for Belgium. It's Manchester City. It's Manchester City at the Etihad. Heaviest league defeat, they said, for Pep. Pep has never lost by 4-0 in a league game. And everybody's uniting against Manchester City. Look at Grealish. Look at Grealish. Look at that. That attitude. Look at Walker. Look at Walker. Look at Kyle Walker. All the talk will be about City, chat, but like I said, gotta give credit to Spurs. They have defended incredibly well today.
When was the last time we
They've
saw
won the
anything like
midfield
this?
battle.
Incredible.
Dragosin was fantastic. Which is funny because Spurs fans were turning their back on him. It's over. Manchester City 0. Spurs 4.
Till I might caught that fever, trying to stack up more bands than Kurt.
How are you, Kurt?
The last time we saw anything like this. The first thing that comes to my mind immediately is Chelsea. Chelsea, when they won the title in 14-15, 15-16, completely capitulated. But that was an extreme. They finished 10th and it was identical, the same exact team. I don't think that's probably an exaggeration. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot of players we need to talk about specifically. How many they have conceded as well.
Hey, let me get a Kurt spam. Let's go. Let me get a Kurt spam in the chat. Let's go, baby. Give me a Kurt spam. Let's go. Vamos, Kurt.
Can't believe what I've just seen. New badge coming in clutch.
Oh yeah, you have a new badge. I forgot. Oh yeah, what a debut. Sit down, nobody speak. First and foremost, give credit. First and foremost, give credit to Spurs that they deserve, because you know. That was a spectacular performance. We've got a decision to make in who to drop. Chat, I don't know how we're gonna do this team of the week, because for me, obviously, I think Saka's gone, and chat, I think the Arsenal players are dropped. Now people will say that's an shit, but I think we're gonna drop the Arsenal players. I mean, I don't see, because Enzo has to play. Enzo has to be there. We can't drop any of these. Low-key, do we drop Kane?
Kulusevski K. Jugador.
Odegaard has to play, chat, somewhere, I think. We can't drop Jackson. Well, I'm not dropping Jackson. Thuram obviously has to be there, and then we could low-key drop Kane, you know. But he scored a hat-trick, chat. We forgot to give a shout out to Joao Neves. That's a good suggestion. But I don't know how we're going to get in ahead of these. It's a very competitive team of the week. Like I said, credit to Spurs first and foremost before everybody starts, you know, bashing Manchester City.
Fraud. Cry MCU fraud. Cry MCU fraud. Cry MCU fraud. Cry MCU fraud. Cry MC.
All the talk will be on Madison today, chat, and obviously he was sensational. If you watch football and you understand the sport, you'd understand that Kulusevski, at the moment, probably best player in the league. You know, there's a player you'll pay to watch play football when he plays like this. I think. I was critical. It's funny because I mean I got it completely wrong. I thought Madison start and Kulusevski playing out wide didn't make much sense. The ginger. Good Lord have mercy, man. What a player. What a player. And the funny thing with Spurs. Oh, I forgot. Massive shout out. This guy, chat. I was not familiar with your game, Solanke. I obviously said at the time 60 million for him, it didn't make any sense. But forget about the goals, man. Honestly, what this guy does for the team is incredible, man. Like, I feel like he works his socks off every single game. He doesn't need to score. He doesn't need to score at all, because so far, honestly, for me, one of the signings of the season. He's been so underrated, and like I said, people will judge him in goals. He is the reason why the rest can shine the way they shine. He takes all the hits, and the others play off of him. It's remarkable. It really, really is. Sar was good as well. Udo was good as well. I mean, obviously, it depends how many you want to give shout outs, but yeah. But obviously, enough about Spurs. Kind of like Havertz, but obviously he's actually better. For credit, Ange loses to Ipswich away at home, and then loses and then wins 4-0 away Spurs away City. The Spurs team, the most bipolar team in the league. So quick look at the table. Spurs will now go to 19.
Hey, let me get a Kurt spam.
You got the feeling with Spurs they should have at least 4 more points, but
Give me a Kurt spam. Let's go.
they've thrown away matches.
You look like you have some really aggressive wingers on that 5-head of yours.
Thank you, Mo. Now, with City, To be fair, looking at that table, chat, I don't. Obviously, 3 losses is what they
Give
usually
Saturday
have
shout out credence.
in an entire season. It's not a complete disaster here because people forget they actually started well. Here's the issue I have, and I'll tell you every single issue right now with Manchester City. So, they obviously put Haaland in flops because Haaland missed 6 chances, and you can almost put the entire team in flops, right? However, I want to clarify that there's a few different sections of what we call flops, right? So obviously we can put Haaland in there. We can put all of them in there, basically. But I'll explain and I'll elaborate in a little bit. These ones are the ones for me that stand out the most. How bad they were. And obviously Savio. Now, here's the thing. You can criticize him for missing the chances, okay? But he tries. Chat, he is trying. You know what the most alarming thing is, chat? There are players in that City team who gave up. There are players who didn't want to try. That is what is unforgivable. Criticize him all you want, but he kept trying. He always gives it his all. I can't say the same for all of them, chat. And if you get to a point when you're starting to say stuff like that, then you know there are problems that are ginormous. I'll tell you who they are. I'll tell you who they are right now. Now also, I'm going to divide them in 3 sections. There are players who tried but didn't play well today. Haaland, Gvardiol, shit on him, right? 2 mistakes, 2 unforgivable mistakes. But again, chat, the attitude from Gvardiol is correct. There's another section of players who are simply nowhere near, chat, the level that they should be. And then there's another section of players who Saudi is calling is generous to say. So, not good enough. Not good enough in any way. I'll be honest with you guys. I think he's been overhated this season. I really do think he's been overhated. Today, terrible. The decision making, atrocious. In the first half, I'll explain to you guys very closely, and listen to me very closely. I'll explain to you guys carefully. The way he played, right? Haaland makes a run. Savio gets the ball. He's like, I'm going to go for goal. I'm going to go for goal. Who are you to go for goal? He hasn't scored a single goal this season, chat, and he's going for goal from 25 yards when Haaland makes a perfect run. But what sums up his performance? And over the it's not a 50-50 between him and Vicario. It was a 65-35 in his favor. Savio sees Vicario coming out. Stops. He hesitates. And he reaccelerates again when he felt like Vicario was going to get there before he did. That if Savio touches, all he needed to do there was touch the ball, Vicario touches it. Then sure, let the goalkeeper clean you out. Let the goalkeeper wipe you out. But what he done? He pulled out. The pussy pulled out. That, if I was Pep, I don't think you can tolerate it, I'll be honest with you. I don't know how I'd react, man. A player once done that to me on Football Manager. I sold him in January. Obviously, this ain't Football Manager. That could have been red card Vicario, penalty Manchester City. They pull one back. The game completely changes. This generation, 20 years of age, was scared to enter a challenge so that he makes sure that he can post on Instagram after the game. Could you imagine you earning 250k per week and you pull out? I'll take a left hook from the clean to the face from prime Mike Tyson every single week for 250k, you know? This guy pulled out of a challenge.
Problem though, especially with City fans. Amidst a loss they shit the bed and are nowhere to be seen. I will be here when Liverpool win against big teams and when we lose to a team that you've never heard of.
And then in the next to him in that category is
Fella, we can't hear you unless you are basically touching the mic.
cry.
Turn the gain up or something.
Cry. Anyways,
Turn your mic gain up, you specky cretin. That hairline getting worse each month. Cold.
I'm trying to remember the last time a PFA player of the year played this bad the following year. I think Robin van Persie. 10 years ago, I think. Yeah, Van Persie 10 years ago, I think. 2013, 12, 13, and then 13, 14. The difference is Van Persie was washed. Oh yeah, Hazard 15, 16. Didn't score a single goal that season. Yeah, I'm really struggling for the word shit because like again, there's a manner in which you play in it, and that's so disgraceful, man. So disgraceful. Little bastard, man. Thank you for the raid, Yummy. Appreciate it. Oh, she's a Spurs fan, isn't she? Congratulations on that performance and that result. I am here trying to find words for this fuck. You know what it is, chat? You know what? I'll give you my opinion of what I think it is. He doesn't want to be a leader. Little Philip Foden wants to play second and third fiddle. He feels comfortable.
Forget about Savio pulling out. The real question the chat wants to know is why didn't your daddy pull out?
He feels comfortable when he's not relied upon. When he's asked to be the main man, he can't hack it. And it's again this generation. Motherfuckers, man. Why is your generation like this? Why? I don't understand, man. You guys are such pussies, man. You irritate me. You make me sick. You don't care, do you? You don't care enough about anything in life, do you? You pathetic gimps. You care more about your weekend league and your squad battles matches on that garbage ass football game of yours. But even then, you've accepted it. You've accepted that you're mediocre. You accept finishing rank 4. You accept finishing rank 5, don't you? It's an accepted thing. Heck, you give up, don't you? You even throw away and give away wins and whatnot. Not in my fucking game, I'll tell you that much. But I don't know what it is if it's not a giving up. And this is what I'm saying by there's two different categories. There's the category of Savio and Foden, who simply do not care enough about the team, who simply aren't willing to do whatever is necessary for the team to win. And then you've got the other category, which is the category containing this little Portuguese hobbit. This washed up loser. Where's that fucking loser Coles? Can someone get me Coles? That my moderator, that piece of shit. I had an argument with this fucker all of last season, telling him that Gundogan was shit for Barcelona because I have a pair of eyes. No, Gundogan's one of our best players. Fucking shit, man. I know when a player is finished. I can see. He is finished. But I'll be honest with you. I thought he'll do well at City this year because I thought he'll go to a familiar club. But the saying about leave before the football leaves you, I don't think he's good enough for Saudi. He walks on that fucking pitch, man. He plays like it's a soccer aid match. He plays like it's a soccer aid match. Go and watch what he was doing in the first and second goal, man. The way he played. In the third goal as well. He plays like it's a soccer aid match. Some were calling about the best German to play in the league, man. They've cancelled them, unfortunately. And obviously, next to him in that list. Next to him in that list. I don't care, Chad, that Werner's just come on. I couldn't give two fucking fucks. I don't give a shit that Werner's just come on. Look at this defending. You know what this defending is? I've played football. You guys haven't. I understand what I understand completely what he's doing there. I look at this. He realizes he can't hack anymore. He doesn't even want to get anywhere near him. So even though you look at the Premier League table, and I see a table whereby you shouldn't count as a Manchester City team out. Absolutely not. Not the defending champions. Because 7 wins, 2 draws, 3 losses. It's bad. But it's not completely horrific. However, I look at the fact that away to Liverpool, he's going to start. And there's a chance he starts again. And with these players, Manchester City are not playing with 11 men. A rebuild is necessary. A transition is necessary. And what we've seen is nobody can afford a bad transfer window. You could win the league 4 times in a row. If you have one bad transfer window, then you're going to pay the price. And Manchester City were extremely arrogant. They were arrogant, just like Real Madrid were arrogant. And we're seeing both pay the price. But if you're Pep, it's tough, man. It's very tough. Very tough. Is he? They're saying early December, so I don't think he's back for the Liverpool game. These are Manchester City's next fixtures. Feyenoord at home, Liverpool away, home Forest away, Palace, Juventus, Manchester United, Aston Villa. Honestly, chat, those are tough matches, man. Those aren't easy matches by any means. There's not one easy game here until at least this one on paper. You know what it is, chat. You know what it is. Obviously, Liverpool stonewall favourites now, but long term, chat. When have I been wrong about these things? Like I honestly, genuinely believe Atalanta have scored already. Fucking El Retagi. I honestly, genuinely, hand on heart, believe that Liverpool will crumble, and when Liverpool do crumble, chat, it's going to be a buffet. It's all open. If you're Ruben Amorim, why shouldn't you aim to win the Premier League title? Why not? Why not? Why not? This could be one of the most spectacular Premier League seasons we've ever had. They're not as good as those say. Now, admittedly, they may not even need to be that good to win this Premier League title, because we're looking at probably another Leicester situation. There's certain Premier League teams in the past, they would have moonwalked this title. I'm looking at Manchester United 17-18. They would have won this Premier League title. I look at Arsenal from 2007-2008. There's been this false idea from Arsenal that this Arteta team they've had is the best team the Arsenal have had since the Invincibles. That is wrong. Arsenal 07-08 would win this Premier League title. And I get to a stage where I'm like, shit, man. The level has dropped. The level has dropped dramatically. But that makes me feel like, I think, I'll tell you this right now. 80 points could be enough. 80 points could be enough. The lowest in years could be enough to win this Premier League title. Spurs 16-17 would have moonwalked this Premier League title. Moonwalked it. But everybody has problems. That's why you can't really count anybody out yet, because everybody has problems. Liverpool may end up winning this league simply because they're the best of the rest. Not necessarily because they're the super team. And you may question me, chat, and you may laugh at the 2 spoilers I've just had today on Saturday. Think long term, chat. Think long term. Think long term. When have I last been wrong about a team? When have I last been wrong about a player? Think long term. Judge me long term, chat. Sure, I got these 2 games wrong. Judge me. When's the last time I've been wrong about a team or a player? I'll let you guys answer that. Think long term. Leeds. Yeah, but the Leeds one, chat, is one of those where that was like a smaller team, with all due respect. Mudryk, how though? Valencia just won 4-2 today. Why Croatia in the Euros? They were the margin. They were the margin. An international tournament, chat, it's a lot tougher to judge. You know that by now, but it's a lot tougher. I'm not counting anybody out. That's what I'm saying. I'm not counting Chelsea out. I'm not counting Manchester United. And Brighton and Hove Albion, by the way, they've played everybody up here. It could be one of those Leicester seasons, I promise you guys. Ferran Torres. Ferran, I'll confess. Ferran. Yeah, I was, Ferran Torres, I may have been wrong.
Hey, let me get a Kurt spam. Let's go. Let me get a Kurt spam.
This is who you call the next Messi.
Give me a Kurt spam. Let's go.
Thiago. Messi.
Who?
Another embarrassing performance. Don't even buy a Newton jam. It won't do shit. Holy dope.
Who's that?
Walker equals Osama bin Laden.
Who's that? Oh, Estevao. I never said Estevao is the next Messi. What the fuck are you talking about? This is what I'm saying, Daniel. No, but honestly, I'll tell you this. Listen to me very carefully. Chat, when I tell you this as well. There's one team who, if they made one move in the summer, there'll be no talk about Premier League title. Chat, they would have won it in fucking December this season. The fucking arrogance of this club. I don't understand. And that's this fucking team. Because they were one player a fucking way. One player, chat. One player away. If they got the player, if they got the striker, and it did. Listen to me, it didn't have to be fucking Osimhen or Gyökeres, chat. It didn't have to be. Dovbik would have fucking sufficed. All they needed was just a fucking striker. Anybody. And they would have moonwalked this Premier League title. And I told you guys that before the season started. Before it even started. Atalanta have won already, chat. This one is done. 2-0. This one is done. This is how the Serie A table will look like. Milan and Juventus will drop. Juventus have more draws than fucking wins. Fucking terrorist team. Literally Morata, Tony, anybody could have suffered. Anybody could have suffered. It didn't need to be a superstar. 100% Lucas, 100%. Drans, thank you for the prime. Thank you, sir. Jesper, thank you for the gifting. Pomposo from MC, I think you're right, and there's no single problem. It's a combination of multiple issues, and it stems from poor squad planning over the past 2-3 windows. I love Chicky for what he done, but it's obvious his eyes went off the ball, 100%. And it's a change to bring Viana. I'm sure he will want to make a statement in the summer. 100% MC. Anyways, we've got another game left. Atalanta goal ruled out, and it's a fascinating one. It's Celta Vigo versus Barcelona. 13% have won Celta Vigo, 87% have gone Barcelona. What makes this so fascinating? Barcelona lost their last game away from home. Of course, as we remember, away to Sociedad. For all the talk about how great Barcelona have been, if it goes back today, Atletico won again. Real Madrid will be 2 games in hand. And I've analyzed this game.
I think I'm done supporting City. I've been loyal for over 4 years, but today was the final straw. From here on out, I'm Barca and Liverpool, only sick of the losing mentality.
I've got the spoiler for you guys. I'll give you guys a spoiler. And listen to me very carefully about this one, chat. Listen to me very, very carefully. Because this is my most bullish spoiler from today's one. Barcelona are losing. Chat. I don't know if you guys have ever seen. We haven't watched Celta Vigo play. They are incredible at home. They are fantastic at home. Listen to me very carefully. This left back here. This guy is one of the worst players I've ever seen play for Barcelona. He is going to get exposed badly today because Iago Aspas will operate in this area here. Celta Vigo have a fantastic team with a fantastic manager. Mingueza, former Barcelona player. Alonso, former Barcelona player. Barcelona have struggled away from home in certain matches, especially with Yamal not playing. No Lamine Yamal again today. I don't see how Barca win this, chat. I promise you, I don't see a way. 2-1 Celta Vigo. 2-1 Celta Vigo. And we go again. Super Saturday continues. BRB.